Hi, Spark Kids. There is a verse that's found in the Gospel of Mark. It's in other places too, but it's words of Jesus, so it's recorded a few places, but I'm in the Gospel of Mark right now. And it talks about how Peter was upset with Jesus because Jesus was talking about how he was going to have to go through suffering. He was going to have to deal with some hard stuff. And Peter didn't want to hear that. So he said, no, Jesus, don't talk like that. And Jesus said, get behind me, Satan. And it wasn't that Jesus was calling Peter Satan. He was saying what your words are, you're not hearing the plan of God. So when we hear things we don't necessarily want to hear, sometimes we just have to understand that God's will doesn't always make sense with what we think. But now that we see the other side of it, we know Jesus had to die for our sins, and we're so thankful for that. And then Jesus says this, what good would it do you to gain the whole world but lose your soul? So I want you to think about that. What good would it do you to have everything perfect in this world, to have stuff, to have whatever you want, but not have Jesus? That's not going to do you any good. So I want you to pay attention to what is important according to God's plan versus what the world says. And what the world says is kind of a waste of time. So don't pay attention to it. Don't listen to it. Just ignore it. And be thankful that Jesus said to Peter, no, that's not what's going to happen. Don't worry about this world. Make sure you don't lose your soul. So I want you to make sure that you are listening to Jesus and doing the things that he would lead you to do.